best. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Caruso. And here's White. 59 seconds left to play in the third. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Or the pass to Porter. Here's Garuba. Knocked loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Rockets ball.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ward. It's deflected. P covered by Martin. P passes to Caruso. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And the foul on P. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team.
And so here is Houston. And Porter, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 7 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Good.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And 1 quarter to go.
Bulls
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mack. P comes in for Dwight Powell. Williams, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Dosunmu in for Alex Caruso. Taking a look at the Bulls. Vucevic is out there with P. Then it's Williams. Then it's White. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2 spot.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And in this era of player empowerment, Huck, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power, and not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Here's Wall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
One of the things that makes Wall so tough at his position is his athleticism, and he's able to use that to draw fouls inside.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And Matthews kicks to Wall. Williams against Green. Back to Wall. Driving the lane. They get a hand on it.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Outside, Green. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here is Wall. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Martin, the pass to Wood. Here's Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, it's such a terrific passer out of the pick and roll. This time, Wall crosses him up. Nice shot.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's P. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His first personal foul.
Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either when you've got a guy like Draymond Green.
Oh, man. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
It's tipped.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
P. And got it. Another basket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by P. P's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
For P.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
And finished off by Martin.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
They retain possession. 15 seconds. And again.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.